Good evening. This is Maestro Cretella with a Dawn of War 2 Retribution Elite Modcast. Today we have a 3v3 on Argus Desert Gate. Our first player right here is Pibb Smith, playing as the Techmarine, a ranged hero. Starts out with a bolter, can get a variety of different guns. He supports vehicles very well with the blessing of the Omnissiah Global, as well as just repairing in general. His first teammate is Osinski, Warsmith, playing as the Imperial Guard Inquisitor. She is a disabling and debuffing hero, mainly focuses on spell casting. Next player, we have Commissar Lagsmith, playing as the Lord General. The only hero who is a squad, mainly focuses on buffing his troops. And we got the Pinkadian Regiment. And then Commissar Lag is fighting against Maestro Cretella as yet another Lord General. My first teammate is Noisy, playing as the Plague Champion. Starts off as a ranged hero, can get some melee weapons, making him do some healing, some disruption against other melee units, and by disruption I actually mean stunning. He can also support vehicles a bit with repairs. And then finally, we have Kalzi4 as Sindri, Trollface, Chaos Sorcerer. The Sorcerer is another spellcasting hero, focuses a lot on control as well as long-range damage. So it's been a while since I've actually done a 3v3, and I got quite a crazy one here. I'm in a lane against Commissar Lag, which is a little tough for me, Commissar Lag being a dedicated Imperial Guard player, and me trying to play Imperial Guard, but not entirely knowing what I'm doing. I mean, I've been playing it a bit more. I like it a lot, but I'm not quite a match for Lag. Looks like Noisy has yet to engage. He's gone for just a Heretic, CSM Heretic build. And most of the fighting is actually just taking place on my side, so we'll look there, and I've already lost my Lord General. Luckily, I still got the Sentinel alive. We got competing multi-laser turrets. Lags is set in a better position than mine. Mine is mostly set up defensively because I feel like I'm already losing in my lane, having lost my Lord General. I want to at least be able to protect the power. That's really often the responsibility of the player in the bottom lane, is to protect the power in their lane. And just something about the way the map is designed, fighting just generally congregates usually in the top lane, actually. And usually it's the middle player and the top player who will often fight together, whereas the people in the two players in the bottom lane generally have their own, usually just have their own 1v1. Now, of course, that's actually not anything that's really hard and set into the game. That's just the habits of the players. That's how people usually do things. But of course, one of the things that better players do is that they won't necessarily do what everybody else does. So we got Noisy coming down to my lane, gonna help me out because I lost my hero. His Chaos Space Marines are in here doing some force melee, but we have a beautiful Blight Grenades going to take out a bunch of guardsmen. Wow, that's absolutely destroying those guardsmen. One guardsman squad looks like it might even go down, and getting very close. And yes, one guardsman squad goes down. I got a revive on my hero, so very helpful by Noisy to come over there and help me out like that. It's actually, we're stuck at a 1-to-1 cap because neither team right now can capture the top. Now, right now, both these top players are set in defensive positions. It's interesting, the Sorcerer, some people have called him an offensive hero because of the way just that he has like some offensive spells like Doom Bolts, Warp Fire, but I actually generally think of him as a defensive hero, since Tzeentch Heretic Worship is something that necessarily requires you to, makes you less mobile, and also requires you to kind of sit and wait. We have a double Havoc play from Kalzi4. Very common for Sorcerer players to get double Havocs. And something that I've been feeling very recently really is something that is probably better for the Sorcerer than most CSM builds, or most CSM-centric builds, or most non-Havoc builds. Now, unfortunately, I'd say the defensive capabilities of the Techmarine are quite a bit stronger. With this teleporter relay beacon, all of their units can just retreat to this beacon. They're also getting health regeneration from this, and of course, they are going to be able to reinforce. Back over in my lane, I actually have competing grenade launchers. Lag got grenade launchers of his own. And I also got grenade launchers. Now, Lag is actually quite lacking in units after he lost a Guardsman squad. He obviously lost a Sentinel, which I did not catch. He's also got some Catachan Devils, but I have a heavy weapon team instead. So we're doing some different things. Let's take a look at what's going on back here. We also have an early turret. We also have Sigil of the Rift. Sigil of the Rift teleports that devastated Marine squad out of there, as well as the Inquisitor. I wonder if the Inquisitor did that intentionally so she could follow and go after the Sorcerer. Now, unfortunately, that devastated Marine squad is just going to retreat right back to that teleporter relay beacon and is just going to be able to set up. Oh, we have another nice blight grenades from Noisy. And we have that turret is actually something that can be very, very powerful in Tier 1. You obviously don't have any vehicles, so dealing with a turret in Tier 1 can be very, very difficult. You either need to do something like get a flank with a flamer, but that's often tough because one way you can do that is you'll protect the turret by having like something like a Devastator behind it, or even just covering it, so that if something like a jump unit tries to get in behind it, they'll just be jumping into a Devastator firing it. Now this is really tough to deal with. Lag has double Lag has double Catachans. That's making it really tough. He's also combining the Lord General speed to have his Catachans just run up and disrupt everything multiple times. Between these two Catachans, he's got 4 abilities that can disrupt. That's going to keep my heavy weapon team basically on the ground, keep my guardsmen on the ground, and all I've got left is my Sentinel, and the Sentinel really, really can't do enough to these guardsmen. So a little bit tough, and I'm communicating that I'm worried I'm about to lose my farm, because I don't know what to do about these double Catachans, to be honest. Probably should have gotten some Catachans of my own. We got Kalzi4 with a very large Tier 1 build. Kalzi, it looks like, Kalzi is supposed to be in the top lane, but he's actually switched to the middle, and now it's mostly Noisy in the top lane, which is interesting. I would say the defensive capabilities of the Plague Champion are a bit better than the Sorcerer, even though I think they're both, in many ways, very defensive commanders. But I think, yeah, the defensive capabilities of the Plague Champion are quite a bit better. Just with having health regeneration from worship, and he even has a turret of his own. That turret, that Plague Marine turret, has a bigger firing arc than the Techmarine turret, which has actually been taken down, so very nice to manage to take that down. But the Techmarine turret still seems a bit better, I think. But anyway, I'm trying to fend off Lag, and it's tough, and it's weird because he actually has fewer units than me, but those Catachans combined with the Lord General are very, very tough, especially he's also got stabilizers allowing him to heal. I don't have that, I just have the grenade launchers. Grenade launcher, well, it's more than one. Looks like Osinski has gotten a flank on this heavy bolter turret, and with that Holy Brazier, or Holy Brazier as I love to call it, it looks like he's probably going to be able to take it out. Looks like he even set down the Inquisitor's ability to help out with that, just to expedite the process and make it and help it go faster, since generally if you try to kill a turret, you really need to commit to killing it, because you don't really get anything out of trying to kill it and then not killing it. So the blue team has really succeeded a lot in digging in on the top, and that Techmarine really has those very good early defensive capabilities. Something buffed a bit in the Elite mod, and I mean, as you can see, us, the red team, have not even managed to take a point yet. We've got bigger armies, but we just haven't managed to take a point. I've got some missile launchers on my Sentinel. I like that for scaling a bit, and can be very devastating if it gets even one barrage to land on Catachans or Guardsmen. It's a little bit of a lull in the action, but it looks like Lag has actually moved away from his lane a bit, but he's still got these double Catachans, which are... it actually seems to be very, very good, especially when combined with the Lord General. So we already have a Manticore Strike from Lag, and he's using that to really, really punish those Devastators. I mean, those Havocs. Now, I think Havocs and suppression teams in general are something that can very, very badly punish... Havocs and setup teams in general are something that can very, very badly, punish the Imperial Guard. But then the Imperial Guard has a way of answering back in Tier 2 with the Manticore, which is something that very, very badly punishes setup teams. So we have a big engagement going down right here. Raptors jump in, and a heavy turret is dropping already. Commissar Lag already in Tier 2. Now, one of the things, unfortunately, I don't think I realized in this game is that I believe that one Manticore strike is pretty much just enough to take out a heavy turret, and I didn't do that, although right now my Manticore is definitely on cooldown. I had just fired it. Oh, Blood Crusher already down. I don't even remember whose Blood Crusher that was, but it looks like Kalzi is right here trying to take care of that turret. And the VP is still 500 for the blue team. Managed to take out that turret because they're just too well dug in at the top. Now I'm over here. I actually put an autocannon on my heavy weapon team, which would be good area of effect against guardsmen. And I'm actually just having it bash generators at a distance. While the rest of my army is actually helping out fighting over here. Chaos Space Marines are very, very close to dying. Only 30 health left. They've been judged, or they've been hit by judgment. We have some autocannon havocs from Kalzi4. I'm about to open fire a bit, I think, on the Dreadnought, which has been upgraded to the Assault Cannon. Very, very powerful with that Assault Cannon barrage. We also have another havoc from Kalzi4. So Kalzi4 has both of his havocs upgraded, one with the Mark of Corn, one with the Mark of Zenith. Some very powerful potential AV there. I tried to go for a Manticore strike to follow up on the Dreadnought. I had to be very careful there because my teammate was, I don't know, force meleeing the Dreadnought, but unfortunately it didn't work. I think if the snare had lasted just a little bit longer, I would have been able to take out that Dreadnought. Now this is still very tough for me. Unfortunately, Lag has... I'm trying to deal with Lag's army with... I have a Manticore, I have grenade launchers, the grenade launcher on the Lord General. I also have the missiles on my Sentinel. Unfortunately, none of that is really helping me out with these Catachans because of the fact that they can just run so fast with them when the Lord General uses that move ability. Now, I put down a heavy turret here. That might seem like a lame heavy turret, and in a way it is. But what I kind of figured right there is that I'm not really dealing very well with Lag, and I realized that my build is just not really working out against Lag in my lane. And I'm just putting that there to protect my power, because I'm pretty much just getting overrun by Lag whenever I actually face him. But at least with his current build, he wouldn't be able to deal with a heavy turret. He would probably just take a little too much damage on approach, trying to deal with it. So that at least protects our power farm for a little bit more, keeps our power income going at a time when we still definitely need the power income when we're all in tier 2 and still need that power income to make it to tier 3. Unfortunately, we're getting devastated by Manticore strikes. It looks like it's actually Osinski who has the Manticore rather than Lag. I thought Lag was the one with the Manticore. Oh, that's got to be a really, really juicy Assault Cannon barrage. Took out quite a few guardsmen there, as well as some heretics, and oh my god, a Prometheum strike to follow it up. Now down here we have, it's actually, it seems to be, this is Kalzi4 trying to engage Lag in this lane. I'm trying to get some missile barrage shots off, but they're just not hitting because Lag is staying mobile. But that that heavy turret certainly hit. And here's me going for a Manticore strike and hitting absolutely nothing just because of how mobile, Lag is staying. Now, as you can see, we've at least managed to take some VPs just with the way things have gone on the top, but it's still a significant VP lead for the blue team, and they still have a 2-cap, making things very tough for us. And the blue team is bringing out some really, really big guns. And I even go for... No, that's Kalzi4. I actually thought that was me going for Sigil of the Rift because I normally play the Sorcerer. I forgot I'm not playing the Sorcerer in this game. It's Kalzi4, not me. Ooh, but here's my Manticore, and it's actually... It looks like Lag was trying to chase it around, but he's running out of energy, so maybe he realizes that he's probably just going to get in trouble trying to go after that Manticore, especially since I seem to be onto him. Unfortunately, it looks like he may actually take out my heavy turret. He just managed to flank it. So the autocannon from, yeah, that's actually from Noisy. That seems to be doing some work, and Noisy is actually dug in the middle over here. Unfortunately, my Sentinel goes down. These Catachans are just too mobile, and I'm getting disrupted too much. And we have a lot of things getting blasted by Manticores in the middle right here. Havocs, oh my god, might even go down from that autocannon shot or that assault cannon barrage. And here I am getting totally overrun by lag. I've at least managed to protect our farm long enough to the point where we made it to tier 3, so that was at least the most important thing for keeping that farm up. I've at least managed to do my job in that respect. Here we have a plague cloud going in right on these guardsmen. That's going to force them off for sure, and otherwise it looks like the blue team was really winning in that engagement, and they are still just have this top. And now Kalzi4 is giving me crap because of how I'm getting overrun by lag. Now over here it looks like, I mean, for the most part, Noisy and Kalzi have given up on this a little bit and have mostly been focusing on fighting in the middle. I guess just convinced that they, at least for a while, they could not really take the top because of that teleporter relay beacon. We have a lot of stuff going on right here. These double catachants proving to be absolutely oppressive, and I mean, to be honest, I still don't entirely know what I would do against them if I were playing as Imperial Guard, other than match it with my own catachants. And I think maybe in the future, if I'm ever playing a Lord General Mirror again, that's probably what I would do. Because I don't know what else would do it. But now we have a Land Raider Phobos out for Kalzi4. That might just be just what we need to take the top. This Land Raider Phobos chasing down that Dreadnought and now missing its las cannons. People have definitely had trouble with the las cannons on the Dreadnought. Oh, but there those las cannons definitely hit. Took like a nice chunk out of its health. Did like 20% damage, but now it's getting meleeed by the Dreadnought, but I don't think the Dreadnought is going to survive this engagement. Las cannons on that Land Raider Phobos take out that Dreadnought. Alright, so now we have a Chaos Predator out from Noisy, so we have some tank plays, and this seems like it's going to be just hopefully what we need to actually take out this just big thing on top. And I've even got a tank of my own, Leman Russ, coming to support the top. I'm going to bring just some overwhelming tank play because we are running out of time, but that, unfortunately, that teleporter relay beacon not quite going to last with these massive tanks. Unfortunately, Noisy just walked in to double Stormtroopers, and his tank is done already. We also have a Manticore Strike laying in on that Land Raider Phobos. Manticores are, of course, very, very good against Tier 3 vehicle super units. Because of how massive they are, it's very hard to miss, as well as how slow they are, and especially if you combine it with a snare. You can do something like 1,000 damage to a Land Raider just right there with the Manticore alone. Alright, so lag is over here. I've actually, because I'm committing my forces up to the top, basically, or in the middle. I'm actually not even entirely sure where. Yeah, I've actually moved to the top to help out capture that VP. Since I've abandoned my lane, lag is now destroying my generators on my side. Fortunately, we're at least at the point where that doesn't matter as much. We've made it to Tier 3, made our big Tier 3 purchases. And not that it doesn't hurt at all, but it's just not going to hurt nearly as much as if we had lost the generators early on in the game. And that was definitely a big risk that I was concerned about early on when I was just straight up losing to lag in my lane. Anyway, my Leman Russ, yeah, I was moving my Leman Russ forward a bit. Noisy said to move it back just because lag has that double Stormtrooper build. Oh, and so does Osinski. So both Osinski and lag have double Stormtroopers. This is something that can be extremely, extremely powerful for taking out vehicles. Since you get double Melt-A-Bombs, getting just a snare that roughly, if not completely, will almost immobilize any vehicle. And then you have a very high DPS follow-up in the form of two. Oh my god! Autocannon Havocs went down right there from that Pergatus combined with just the Inquisitor attacking. Now over here we have a little bit more of lag absolutely overrunning me. I have 2 Leman Russes out, but I don't know if I'm going to keep my first one alive. Just because it's, again, it's been hit by that double snare. from the Stormtroopers, and then just a massive DPS follow-up. Lag has been incredibly devastating against me. Now he's going for my Manticore, and I don't know if I'm going to move it back in time, or at least he's not going for it yet, but he certainly can. I'm not reacting quick enough, and it looks like I'm going to lose my Manticore. So I lost my Manticore, I lost a lot of stuff, and I still have this Leman Russ here, not in a great position. Luckily, I think those Melta Bombs are on cooldown. But guess what? Yeah, we got this right here. That's me. That's now I was losing to lag pretty much all game, but that's pretty much my IG trump card, and I just killed 3 of lag squads, and I just barely missed taking this one out. Could have hit with it just slightly better placement. I could have taken out 4 squads there. That's really my trump card as IG, saving all my red and bringing out that rocket run, which is particularly good against other Imperial Guard players, because it can wipe pretty much any Imperial Guard squad except for Ogrins, pretty much. Still got those double Stormtroopers. I think they were going for that Phobos, and certainly, I mean, these Stormtroopers are incredibly powerful as AV. Certainly very good for taking out those late game tier 3 super units. Although, if they have a weakness, it is their durability or relative lack thereof. So Noisy also taking a lot of hits. He's got a Land Raider Phobos of his own, so Land Raiders from both Kalzi and Noisy, as well as I still have a Russ. Now Kalzi asked for a repair bunker. Unfortunately, I didn't quite get on that quickly enough. I actually thought that he meant that he was putting down a repair bunker, and I mean, he's obviously not playing as IG, but just in the course of the game, I wasn't thinking that straight. Yeah, I mean, right here, a repair bunker would be perfect. I wish I had gotten on that sooner. You know, between 2 massive vehicles, or 2 massive vehicles, and then also a Russ, which is quite durable. We're actually charging forward, pushing for this Predator, which has a las cannon, very powerful, but can it take on multiple tanks? Getting hit by a bunch of las cannons, as well as that Russ. This Leman Russ is actually, yeah, I've left it with its vanilla cannon, and I've done that because I recently learned how much better the vanilla cannon is than the Vanquisher for taking out infantry. Basically, the Vanquisher, it turns out, really is a anti-vehicle specialization. The Executioner is really an anti-infantry specialization, and then the default battle cannon on that Leman Russ really is very versatile. But at least, oh my god, Manticore strikes upon Manticore strikes. Take out 8 out of 9 Heretic models, just leaving that champion alive, and almost nearly taking out that Phobos. And we're getting hit by, or getting attacked by all these Stormtroopers. Unfortunately, this Stormtrooper squad goes down, so those Stormtroopers, as powerful as they are, or as threatening as they are to vehicles, not very durable, and they just got cut up or shot down. We even have some Cyclone missiles from the Terminators used as AV. Oh no! This is Lag answering back, or either Lag or Osinski answering back, and I think they take out all my guardsmen, as well as maybe, I think someone, yeah, Kalzi4 must have lost a Heretic squad because he's building a new one. And now I'm finally putting down that bunker, realizing what Kalzi4 originally meant, and also just realizing myself, given the vehicles we have here, that a repair bunker would really be a nice thing to have. It's 329 to 74 VPs, and still nobody's actually managed to take this middle VP. Not with, we got 3 tanks right here. The blue team has, of course, had it for most of the game, and now oh wait, let's go back to that Abyss. So that was an Abyss doing a bunch of stuff. I'm not even entirely sure what it took out. It doesn't seem to have actually taken out anything aside from maybe something that belonged to Lag, since he's down to just 2 squads of Stormtroopers right now. Certainly one of the things I've learned is, oh no, this Land Raider Phobos not in a great position, but it uses the Dirge Caster to prevent the approach by those stormtroopers, and I have now upgraded my... Oh my god. Unfortunately, that Manticore Strike could be the end. One more... Oh my god, that Land Raider Phobos got really, really lucky, and now I'm helping repair it. And it's actually finally a double cap for the blue team. Actually managed to take them down to 319 VPs, so we're kind of staying in this game. Now I'm here bashing a generator with my Lord General. I'm actually doing it for the red. I often do this. I don't know if other people do this, but I often go for late game generator bashes, not for the purpose of bashing power so much as for getting more red so that I can do another nuke. My Lehman Russ got hit by some Melt-A-Bombs, but luckily, not only did it not die, but we even took out a Stormtrooper squad. Here we have another Manticore Strike, as well as it looks like maybe a Creeping Barrage. No, just kidding. I don't think it was a Creeping Barrage. No Creeping Barrage. But a lot of, oh my god, a lot of stuff happening. We have, oh, these Stormtroopers right here, I think they're really going for this Phobos. But they're going to die. Those, I think both of those, or at least one of them maybe, if we target them, one squad of both Stormtroopers down. Leg now has no units. And now he's just fighting my Lord General. we're shooting Meltagun battles. Actually, I'm not even shooting at his Lord General. I'm still going for the generators. Again, I'm trying to stockpile red so that I could eventually pull off another rocket run, since that is my trump card. Although it might not be so useful with Lag having no units, since that's really the main person I actually want to hit with a rocket run. Dark Flames going down. Now, Dark Flames, I mean, it's doing damage to that Guardsman. I personally don't really agree or like use of Dark Flames in most cases where you're just using it as a mini nuke. I prefer to specifically use it either in combination with the Curse of Tzeentch to wipe a squad, or using it on retreat on a squad that is nearly dead but has gotten out of range of all other units. It's actually a triple cap for the red team. Kalzi4 has... Yes, this is Kalzi4. He's moved his Chaos Space Marines right here, and we actually have a triple cap, although not anymore. And now the Baneblade is coming out over here, and that Baneblade, I don't know how, if we're going to be able to take on the Baneblade. Now these Phoboses, here's another rocket run. Looks like it's going to take out a few heretics. Yes, it takes out one heretic squad, and the repair bunker is also quite low on health. And the repair bunker gets finished off by a Demolisher cannon shot. And I'm immediately setting down another bunker because I figure that with these vehicles here, we pretty much need it. And I actually have a new Lehman Russ that needs to get out on the field. Unfortunately, this one is taking shots. We're actually, almost all of our tanks are pretty much now losing to this Baneblade. Now that Baneblade is quite a bit tougher than the Land Raider Phobos. The Land Raider Phobos probably does a bit more AV damage, but I mean, that Baneblade is just so much tougher. And now I have my new bunker down, but I don't actually have the resources. Actually, I just barely upgraded to a repair bunker. And I have my second Lehman Russ coming here. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be able to get away from this Baneblade chasing it. My second Russ and another Imperial Abyss. So that Imperial Abyss, actually, I think Osinski just barely managed to not lose any guardsmen from that. He got some very, very close, and they're actually just retreating to this new relay beacon, so they can just retreat to that. 1-to-1 cap. I got double Lehman Russes right here. Now these Lehman Russes, I'm actually wondering if, like, I don't know, maybe if getting my own Baneblade would have been a better idea, but I'm getting these Lehman Russes to put them out on the field, and I mean, they really are quite good, given how tough they are. Much tougher than any of the other non-super unit tanks. Now over here, I actually have Kashkins that have actually gone and capped the blue team's natural VP. I'm probably going to lose it right here, but that's just keeping us in the game. Getting a double cap when we don't even have the contested VP. And we even have a Whirlwind artillery unit from Pibb. That Whirlwind. Now, I mean, we have these two artillery units right here that could be very... Oh, look at the health of that Manticore. A level 4 Manticore has 400 health. Now, I'm actually going for their artillery units with my Russes. Could be a little risky, but, I mean, I figure, like... Oh, I'm actually backpedaling, but I was close. Well, not even that close. Backpedaling, I don't know. Like, it's those... It would only take a few shots to take out either the Whirlwind or the Manticore, but I just want to be very careful with my Russes. Careful not to lose them. Although, unfortunately, I probably missed my opportunity. There was no las cannon before. Oh my god, look at that Manticore Strike. Oh, and it takes out that autocannon Havoc. Unfortunately, that is just one of the, and especially this Manticore is level 4. I can't imagine what ridiculous things it's doing at level 4, considering, I mean, the Manticore is already extremely powerful and has the potential to wipe squads, even at level 1. So we have massive, massive tank battles, two Land Raiders, 2 Leman Russes, and a Stormtrooper squad goes down. Probably another one from Lag. Lag now has 2 las cannon heavy weapons teams to deal with these massive, massive vehicles. And of course that Imperial Guard heavy weapon team is very, very good in its las cannon form. In retail, it was the las cannon with the highest DPS. I don't know if that's still exactly true in the Elite mod, but it's still just a very, very good source of AV regardless. And it's actually going to make it tough for our massive vehicles, despite the fact that we have so many vehicles. There's just so much AV on their side. We have another Manticore Strike going in. And right now, I mean, neither side can really take the victory point. But I think the blue team is in a better position with, I mean, we obviously have massive tanks, but they've got the better support because they've got the double las cannons. They also have this plasma cannon devastator, and then of course they have the teleporter relay beacon, allowing them to reinforce just right there. And I mean, even if we put a shrine of our own, part of the problem is that we're getting hit by Manticore strikes, and to that end, I'm making a new Manticore. And I've actually, as you can tell, I'm here in this top lane. I've pretty much abandoned my own lane. At this point, it's just not important, I guess. But my Russes, it's tough because, again, they have that better support. Because as soon as I move forward, I start getting hit by las cannon shots, and we're also taking Manticore strikes. Unfortunately, that's going to be one Land Raider down. One Land Raider goes down right there. And there was apparently a play cloud, but just wasn't. Look at that Land Raider going out of control. Oh, almost makes me wish that it would have collided with the Bane Blade and like killed it or something, or done a lot of damage. Because we're just kind of holding in the middle. The Techmarine is capping. I'm trying to force him off, but I'm going to lose a Leman Russ in the process. I think. It's not backing up enough. It's getting repairs, but that's really not enough. It needs to back up. There are too many las cannons. Lag now has, oh, he's got a 3rd heavy weapon team, and it is, no, yeah, he's got 3 las cannons. So if we see, there's a 3rd las cannon for Lag coming up to the top. We've still got double Russes, as well as 1 Land Raider Phobos. The Land Raider Phobos, oh no, now it's taking Manticore strikes, and we have another rocket run, either from Osinski or Lag, taking out maybe some guardsmen, some heretics, can't even tell. Now the blue team has at least managed to take the top, and oh no, I'm about to get hit by an orbital bombardment. Orbital bombardment is a way to instantly take out a bunker. You can do that in the late game if you just need to take out a bunker, if a bunker is what's causing you to be losing the game. But we actually still have a double cap because I've been going to the bottom VP with my Casterkins. We also have some Casterkins out for Osinski. And I'm trying to, this is a dumb idea, and I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm trying to flank with just my Casterkins and my Lord General. Terrible idea. I don't know what I'm thinking. I think my Lord General is going to go down. My Casterkins might go down. I mean, we're really struggling up top. Yeah, Lord General goes down. That was an absolutely stupid play by me. I don't know what I was thinking, but I mean, chances are I probably wasn't thinking. It's just in the moment. Didn't know what the hell to do. Unfortunately, we've lost the top. I have 2 Leman Russes, but both Land Raiders are down. My bunker is down. And now we also have a Land Raider Redeemer, as well as a heavy turret. It's going to be much... Now, we've actually been staying in the game by going for back caps on their natural VP, but I don't know how much longer we can do that. Now with a Land Raider there, as well as a heavy turret. And I mean, we've just been doing it using... Kalzi's been using his Chaos Space Marines. I've been doing it using my Casterkins. Alright, moving forward. Oh, this is not good. Where are those? I don't even know where those... Alright, we have just a lot of stuff going on. Manticore Strike. Manticore Strike, I think, wiped a Heretic squad. A lot of units wiping. Unfortunately, this Baneblade is just too much for my Leman Russes. Where is my Manticore? Not doing anything. And here is another rocket run. This time, I think taking out, yeah, so I took out both of Osinski's guardsmen with that rocket run. I guess I feel like taking out 2 upgraded guardsmen with a rocket run, I think it's a good use of it. Now it's a 1-to-1 cap. Unfortunately, I'm actually pretty much alone at the top right now. Kalzi and Noisy have taken quite a few losses. I'm trying to bring my Kashkans in here, but they instantly get disrupted by something. I guess just, I don't know, and my Kashkans are probably going to have to go. They're probably, oh my god, they're probably going to get wiped. All right, I retreat the Kashkans, and I think the Kashkans, I think, are going to die. All right, my Kashkans just barely get out of there, but... Oh, this is Noisy trying to capture. He's using his Plague Champion, fully upgraded Armor of Pestilence, Mucus Discharge, and he also uses the ability on the Plague Champion to capture under that pressure, but unfortunately I think he did get knocked down by something, and he wasn't able to fully get the decap off. Noisy at least gets the decap off. He even uses Pestilence Strike just for the damage reduction, so the Plague Champion can capture the point. And I mean, this Leman Russ, with the repairs, and just with its 35% damage reduction, actually tanking a ton of damage against that Baneblade, but unfortunately now it goes down. It started taking at las cannon shots, I think. It was tanking a lot, and we have another rocket run. And that's got to be from, I don't know, either Lag or Osinski. Either way, wiping some more of my units. Unfortunately, I've lost both my Leman Russes. I'm building another one. Maybe I should have gone for a Baneblade of my own. We actually still have a double cap. Noisy managed to get that top VP, and we've kept our natural. Looks like we've obliterated a bunch of pink guardsmen in the process. No way we're gonna get that the blue team natural anymore, though. We've brought the VPs. It's actually 89 to 63. Oh, and we got Terminators dying from Manticore Strikes. But Noisy wants to change the game plan. He wants to go for, he says mid, but I think he means like their natural. And I mean, it is hard to fight that with this teleporter relay beacon there, giving them health regeneration reinforcements, and they just retreat right there to get their reinforcements. Now a double cap for the blue team. They're winning the game again. We even had a las cannon Plague Champion turret. So this is Kalzi's Land Raider. Noisy even has a new Land Raider. I have a new Leman Russ. I wonder if I should have gone for that Baneblade. Now, unfortunately, part of the problem with switching our game plan is that it's not actually that hard for them to just switch lanes as well. And we're running out of time. 89 to 42 VPs left. We pretty much need to get on the cap, but there's still an Executioner turret, which is actually a very good choice. Really gonna it's just the combination of the Land Raider and that Executioner turret is really just gonna deny any unit from even trying to capture this point. Even this Plasma Cannon right here, gonna cause knockback to any unit that even tries. Kalzi4 tried with his Sorcerer and just loses him entirely. And we have these double Phoboses on the field, as well as this Leman Russ. And we're even probably going to take out those Kashkans. Oh, we don't take out the Kashkans. But unfortunately, I think we're out of time. And even if there was a unit in there, that would have totally prevented anything from going inside and capping. I'm talking about that Pregatus. Didn't even hit much, but would have totally prevented anything from capturing anyway. We have another Manticore Strike going in. Oh my god, what a juicy Manticore Strike. One Phobos goes down. A bunch of Heretics die. And also an Abyss at the end as well. And then, will the Redeemer go down? Oh man, the Redeemer does not go down in the end. The Redeemer stayed alive. So yeah, it's been a while since I've done a 3v3. It's crazy, crazy stuff. Crazy in a way that 1v1 just can't be. I actually feel a little rusty when it comes to casting 3v3s, but either way, quite a crazy game. Hope you enjoyed the cast. Have a good night.